The Baltimore Ravens are an 8-8 team without a true stud. Now, when I look at this team, I definitely look at some players that are kind of waiting for development, more on the offensive side of the ball. Look at Aiken, West. I also look at Peta to finally be fully healthy. I think that's something to look at. And the one thing that they also could look for is a left tackle, possibly, or someone in the tackle spot. I definitely think that could be an upgrade right there. I think maybe Brandon Albert might be on the market, but that could be a good trade right there. But they're also an interesting predicament. I definitely, of all free agents out there, they need to get or at least bid for Eric Berry. Because out of all those teams, I think the Ravens want Eric Berry the most. Okay, maybe except for the Chiefs, but I would say Eric Berry. And they also address that they need a cornerback there. I look at Marshawn Lattimore as a very good cornerback, very good option there. But they just lost C.J. Mosley, and I think they kind of want a middle linebacker there. And there definitely are some aggressive and some really fast pursuit linebackers. I know they compared one of the linebackers in the draft to Jonathan Vilma. I think that's something that the Ravens should absolutely prioritize and should get them right there. Also, when I look at this, their pass rushers are definitely getting old, and so I think that they should possibly look for some young linebackers that are possibly or eventually take the spot of Terrell Suggs and others. So that's definitely something to look at. And I know the cornerbacks were beat up last year. And I think if they truly got a good free safety in Eric Berry, that would be huge for them. I mean, huge. And I'm not saying Eric Berry is Ed Reed, but at least you get that Pro Bowl, All-Pro safety right there that you did when you had Ed Reed. Now, when it comes to their team, it's mostly of them progressing. And I look at John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh is probably top 5 coach in this league, maybe top 10. And I definitely feel like they're in a good spot right here because they can rebuild in the trenches and they're right there in the middle of the draft. That's definitely a good spot there. But at the same time, though, there's so many good players all around this draft that they could potentially get. Hell, even at wide receiver, that they might want to have like another first round pick here and there. I think that would truly be helpful for the Baltimore Ravens. Now, the Baltimore Ravens can easily be a playoff team. Easily. They just obviously just need to develop. But if they do capitalize it, that can be huge. And I mean huge about it. So they can get an advantage. Hell, they could compete for a bye next year if they really put their heart out there for them. Now, I look at the Ravens and I definitely look at Joe Flacco. I don't think they need to draft a quarterback or anything, of course. I still think Joe Flacco is a good quarterback in this league. I think it might be interesting if they're probably going to maybe trade for Sammy Watkins. Now, Sammy Watkins is basically on his last year of this deal. I think it would be really interesting if you get that underneath corner. Because when Steve Smith was healthy, he really made that offense fly. Even in 2015, before he got injured, he was probably a top 5 receiver at that point in that league. He was insane. So if you put Sammy Watkins, or maybe let's just say you trade for him, that can be a huge upgrade right there. Now, obviously, Mike Wallace definitely made an impact. They're going to have to wait to see how healthy Dennis Pitta will become. And I also look at that, and definitely cornerback's an issue. They have survived without good cornerbacks, though. In the past, I mean, look at Kerry Williams. Some people would say he was good, but reality, he just had a really good front seven in front of him, like an amazing front seven at one point. So ideally, they don't really need that much at cornerback, and they really want to get one. They might trade in the second, like maybe the later first round, and I definitely think that's a possibility. So the Ravens could easily become a better team just by developing players, but they should definitely be one of the highest bidders out there for Eric Berry.